LEAD 2017. Now, we're delighted that you're here to join us in Orlando. Now, you may not know, but Orlando is unofficially called the theme park capital of the world. But its official motto is actually the city beautiful. And it truly has a rich history, and it's a magical place. And we intend to channel some of the city's magic during our time with you during this show. And so I'm very happy to say that some of our most important business partners are here with us in Orlando. And their ongoing support is key to our mutual success, and we sincerely thank them for coming. Now, I'm also very honored to recognize key executives of our parent company, Toshiba Tech, who have joined us today. So please give a very warm welcome to the President and the CEO of T-Tech Corporation, Mr. Takayuki Ikeda. Ikeda-san, welcome. T-Tech Senior Vice President, Toshifumi Matsumoto. Matsumoto-san. T-Tech's Vice President, General Manager of Overseas Retail Solutions Business Group, Mr. Takeshi Hiyoshi. And T-Tech's Vice President and Technology Executive of the Overseas Retail Solutions Business Group, Hiroyuki Koyama. Koyama-san, welcome. And welcome to the rest of our guests from Japan. Now finally, we're also pleased to have executives who are with our sister company, Toshiba Global Commerce Solutions, TGCS. And please, seek them out if you have any questions about their areas of expertise. TGCS execs that are here, please stand and be recognized. Now, if we were in Las Vegas, I'd say there's a reason for that. Before we get too far into our meeting, I'd like to take a moment to address some of the concerns about Toshiba Corporation. Now, I'm sure that some of you have been following the story of Westinghouse, the nuclear division, and its consequences on Toshiba. The electronics conglomerate, whose name we share, has long been revered in Japan and known worldwide for almost a century and a half for their science and engineering achievements. In the beginning, light bulbs created by Toshiba, all the way through the building blocks of fundamental matter. And so, while the recent news is concerning to many of us, Toshiba is actually taking very aggressive actions to rebuild its reputation, to stabilize its finances, and to restore market confidence. And the company recently filed for Chapter 11 protection for its Westinghouse business, and it's taking a multi-billion-dollar write-down against its books. It's also currently considering some partnerships and sales options for all or part of its semiconductor business. But I want to assure you, our partners, our customers, and our colleagues, that Toshiba's situation does not in any way extend to TABS, Toshiba Global Commerce Solutions, or our parent, T-Tech Corporation. In fact, T-Tech is a very well-capitalized company that's publicly traded independently on the Tokyo Stock Exchange and has over 17,000 employees worldwide. Interestingly enough, its share price has risen since the Westinghouse news, showing that the market truly distinguishes between T-Tech and Toshiba Corporation. In fact, a comparison of T-Tech's stock price with our Japanese competitors shows a very sharp contrast. Over the last 12 months, T-Tech's stock price has increased by 29%, while Canon's stock price has risen only 3.6%. Meanwhile, Konica Minolta's stock price has dropped by 6%, and unfortunately, Ricoh's has declined by nearly 22%. So it may have been a good investment, and there's still time. Now, investors value T-Tech's strong business fundamentals and the solid performance of its core retail and print businesses, TGCS and TABS. And Tabs is T-Tech's most productive and profitable business unit, and TGCS is the leading supplier of equipment and software powering retail transactions the world over. With Toshiba Tech's full support, we at Tabs are firmly committed to remaining a leading provider of multifunction printers, managed document services, and digital signage. And TGCS is firmly committed to remain the go-to source for the world's largest retailers. Together, we will continue to serve our clients, invest in research and development, and operate our businesses in our usual world-class manner. Now this year, we're excited to partner with TGCS under the LEAD banner, reinforcing the market strength of our combined companies. And LEAD is more than a meeting theme and commitment for our companies. It's actually an acronym for how we develop and deploy our solutions and products. LEAD stands for Learn, Engage, Act, and Deliver. And the first step of our development process is to learn. And we absorb information about various businesses, global and local trends, partner capabilities, new products, solutions, and sales methods. And after that, we engage our customers in dialogue to understand their challenges, their business goals, and find opportunities to address their needs with products and services. Next, we act by developing custom solutions to make workflow more smoothly and more cost-effective. And then finally, we deliver. Our teams of experts implement our solutions and provide the support necessary for companies to compete in a fast-paced global economy. Now, since 1999, Tabs has been using this four-step process to quickly address a wide range of customer document and information-related needs. Office and mobile printing, scanning solutions, workflow management, security, sustainable printing practices, and a reduction of printing strategies if necessary, professional services, as well as barcode and thermal printers, digital signage, and more. And TGCS has used LEAD to become the foremost developer and distributor and servicer of equipment that nearly 8% of the US GDP flows through. Retail hardened commerce solutions, including point of sale, hardware and operating systems, checkout solutions, client and maintenance services. Whatever it takes to drive commerce faster, better, and more securely. Now, by leading in our respective industries, we and other tech leaders have helped create an age where things once considered impossible no longer are. And today, mobile phones can access information and print from almost anywhere in the world. Drones can deliver packages. Autonomous cars can take us to work. I'm a little bit afraid of that. And as a result, we now expect much more from the devices that we use every single day. And we want our devices to elevate our performance and our productivity. And that's our vision of the future in business solutions. Elevate is more than a new brand. It's the name of a revolutionary technology vision shared between our printing and our retail businesses. And in that name lies some of the magic that we'll show you this week. Elevate enables us to transform products that are generally considered commodities, like copiers and point-of-sale systems, into highly customized solutions uniquely suited to each market, company, department, and associate. And in today's business climate, the speed of information and commerce are critical to success. And Elevate can make everyday tasks simpler, more efficient, and more personal, saving companies time and money. Now, Bill Mello will show you what we mean by that a little bit later today. Now, Tabs takes its leadership in the document solutions industry very seriously. And in 2016, we set ourselves a number of ambitious goals. We told you about our continued plans to lead in managed print services, in hardware and software solutions, in professional services, and in digital signage. And we told you about our growing relationship with TGCS and promised to leverage that relationship to expand our capabilities, our client base, and our product portfolio. And we promised to continue our company's evolution as a premier provider of managed content and information. And since we last met, I'm happy to say that we've made tremendous progress in each of these areas and more. Of course, we operate our business in a highly competitive landscape, and neither we nor any other solutions company is immune from the dynamic changes afoot in our industry. And in 2016, two of the industry's biggest names executed separations, effectively splitting their document solutions from other enterprises. Hewlett-Packard split led into its acquisition of Samsung's print operations in a bid to once again enter the A3 MFP market. Frankly, while we're very flattered that HP thinks enough of tabs to announce their intentions to displace us, it's worth noting that after multiple attempts, neither HP nor Samsung have successfully built a dealer network in the past. And building one now won't be any easier. So following the spinoff of its business services organization, Xerox is also now implementing a channels-led go-to-market approach. Along with those developments, we're closely monitoring the increasing activity in dealer mergers and acquisitions by outside investment capital firms. And we're fortunate to have been long recognized for the stability of our excellent dealer network. And we thank you for your loyalty. And we're confident that our history of excellent customer service and deep personal relationships will continue far into the future. Now, a little closer to home, despite Lexmark acquisition, by Apex Capital's consortium last November, Lexmark remains a strategic and significant tabs partner. Our relationship is stronger than ever, and it's still providing many of the A4 MFPs that you sell. Now, amid all the realignments and the hyperbole from some of the organizations, we're confident about our future prospects. Our products, support infrastructure, our partnerships, and R&D capabilities are the envy of the industry. And we have a vision that no other company has. Tabs is a company that businesses think of for together information. And we firmly believe that together information will help deliver a connected future in which people seamlessly create, record, share, manage, and display ideas and data regardless of the platform. And we intend to pursue that future and raise expectations and make a difference for customers, no matter how the provider landscape shifts. And as always, we intend to lead, both alone and in partnership with TGCS. We are like-minded B2B companies, both dedicated to what Akeda-san affectionately calls Monozukuri from the customer standpoint. Now, Monozukuri literally means production in Japanese, but the word implies much more. It implies a state of mind it takes to produce excellent products while consistently improving the production system and its processes. Together, Tabs and TGCS have enriched one another's product line and expanded our market reach. And Tabs now has direct access to a score of Tier 1 retail clients. And we are now tapped into one of the world's most lucrative horizontal markets. Since 2013, we've joined forces with TGCS at the Big Show, the National Retail Federation's premier retail technology event in North America. And there, we proudly displayed our managed print services and digital signage technologies, alongside TGCS's industry-leading commerce solutions, and we both benefited. Since last year, our organizations have partnered to offer professional and managed services on an unprecedented scale through Toshiba Global Services. And our financial performance and recent wins in the business solutions market show that we're on the right track. Our balanced portfolio of products and services brought us significant progress in 2016. And our partnership-focused, customer-centric business strategy continues to produce results this year. Now, our new studio MFPs are resonating with customers across all vertical markets, from medical and education to retail and legal. And we've won some major accounts with Southwest Airlines, M&T Bank, MGM National Harbor, and L Brands, whose companies include Victoria's Secret, the Bath Body Works, and others. And they join a growing list of clients who prefer our MFPs, their wide range of speeds and configurations, and features that enhance connectivity and workplace productivity. And Buyers Laboratory and Better Buys for Business agree. Both have singled out our new MFPs for their innovation and their value. Now, this new line is an integral part of our efforts to expand Toshiba Managed Print Services and increase customer conversion from black and white to color. And to facilitate that, we launched a record 23 MFPs and other new products in 2016. Now, frankly, you responded so well to the new offerings that it might be fair to say that we underestimated the demand just a bit. And once we straightened out our supply chain issues that you patiently endured, and thank you very much, we both saw the positive effects. In an industry that's flat, we picked up customers from the competition. And over the last 6 months, our A3 color unit sales shot up 7.3% year over year. Our A4 units were up as well. Toshiba and third-party A4 devices soared a 14.4% for the same period, year over year. Now, we plan to continue that momentum by outpacing the competition in click and unit sales and revenue growth. But closely related to that, we continue to be a market leader in managed print, and we remain firmly committed to supporting it and you. Even as the number of printed pages declines, MPS is still a healthy source of growth, actually up over 14% year over year. And we'll continue to grow our MPS business by putting more eStudio MFPs and customer-owned printers under contract and delivering the managed print value proposition to more customers. We'll also continue to develop innovative hardware and software solutions, optimizing our partner relationships to address customer needs in workflow, mobility, and security. Now, another bright spot in our portfolio is our barcode and our thermal print solutions. Fiscal period 16B revenue, which we just finished, was up over 15% from the same time a year ago. And we're building our market share with major wins from the competition. We became a preferred vendor for Home Depot and Federal Express companies that buy tens of thousands of printers at once. And we'll continue to develop this part of our business to meet the needs of customers large and small. Now, a fifth area of growth in our tabs portfolio was professional services. We greatly expanded our capabilities in partnership with TGCS through our co-branded global services. Finally, I'm pleased to report that our Illumina digital signage services also continue to expand well ahead of the market rate. And we're helping a wider array of clients than ever before communicate better, engage customers, and interact with audiences. We'll continue to build our partnership with entertainment giant AEG. In fact, following the successful installation of the Toshiba Plaza at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, we expanded our digital signage presence to include LA Live and new projects across the pond in London and Berlin. And closer to home, we're providing digital signage and services for the makeover of the StubHub Center in Carson, California. You may know of that multi-million-dollar build-out, which will upgrade a 30,000-seat arena to host the NFL Chargers games this fall. Now, beyond AEG's partnership, last year we saw signage wins with the Crazy Horse Memorial in South Dakota, and recognized brands like Calvin Klein and Brookstone, Royal Health, and many others. This year, we've already engaged in a number of projects and have them in production with Harrah's Casino. So we'll continue to grow our digital signage services in the months and years ahead, expanding our footprint, both domestically and abroad. Bottom line, well, we're committed to helping you, our valued resellers. We want you to compete in all areas with our portfolio, from document solutions to digital signage. And the big wins I just mentioned across the portfolio really benefit all of us. Projects that we undertake with large clients like AEG, Federal Express, or Home Depot reinforce Toshiba's competence and proves that our brand-agnostic, partner-focused model really works. And those wins are part of your calling card. You can leverage them to drive sales in your local market using the same proven business model. Now, your client may not be a multinational, but you have relationships with businesses and organizations in your area that are ready to invest in many of the same technologies and solutions larger entities use. Interactive displays, point-of-sale terminals, and so on. Best of all, as an authorized Toshiba reseller, you don't need to create a huge infrastructure at your company in order to sell our equipment or services. We have the installation and support personnel to back the sale. You keep the account. We carry the load, making it a win-win for everyone involved, including the customer. Given the diversity and balance within our portfolio, the future is definitely brighter than ever for Toshiba and you. And in 2017, it's abundantly clear that though printed pages in the office are on the decline, we've been addressing this same topic since 2010. And yet we see incredible opportunity for us together in the years ahead, because although pages are on the decline, information is increasing at the rate of 30+% annually. Information is being created everywhere, by everyone, at every time of the day. And right now, undoubtedly someone is taking notes on this meeting and will distribute them via social media. I see you, Scott. Now, this wasn't possible years ago, but today that information will be posted and distributed to thousands of people. We truly are in an information age. But how do we, historically providers of print, prosper in this age? Well, first of all, we don't abandon print. We become more effective and efficient at providing it. We capture a bigger share of the customer's output than ever before. And we add value by providing solutions that help customers work better, faster, and more efficiently. Second, we enable our customers to communicate better, whether their information is in print, on the screen, or in a digital format. Now let's look at these two imperatives and understand how Toshiba can help you. First, becoming more efficient and capable of providing print. Our eCloud Connect application is an industry-leading cloud-based service that allows you to configure eStudio MFPs, update firmware, set security parameters, diagnose, and in some cases resolve machine issues remotely. And since 2014, through TBS and our independent dealer network, we've created a services community spanning tens of thousands of eCloud connected devices. And clients have benefited from improved uptime and responsiveness. And you benefited dramatically by reduced service costs. Now, Tabs was in the cloud long before it was called that. And in 2004, we launched Encompass, our cloud-based application for print management and customer analysis. And we make this patent-pending service available to authorized resellers absolutely free of charge. Every day, Encompass helps you win new business and manage the deployment of new fleets, all right-sized to the customer's needs. Now, managed print services, while an established solution, is still not fully implemented at most dealerships. To get a quick idea of whether your dealership is really capitalizing on MPS, you have to ask yourself, do we have more MFPs or printers under contract? If your answer is, we have more MFPs, then you have a ways to go to become an MPS provider. You have to grab all of your customers' prints in order to prosper. And the last part of this equation may be a bit harder. In order to take full advantage of the information boom and the dizzying speed of technological change in the workplace, your company should be providing services that are not directly related to print output. In fact, at least 10% of your revenues should be coming from these sources. And manufacturers in our industry are all looking for solutions to expand beyond print and gain share of wallet. And they've promoted ideas like 3D print, workplace collaboration tools, robotics, and more. But Tabs takes a very different approach in regard to the second imperative, enabling customers to communicate. We focus on creating customer value, leveraging our existing successful customer relationships for mutual benefit. Digital signage is a perfect example. Here we continue to see great growth, especially in retail and hospitality. And as the #1 global source of retail point-of-sale solutions, our sister company, TGCS, offers Tabs many opportunities to design and deliver impactful digital signage solutions to some of the world's best-known brands. And our combined Toshiba Global Services is one of the key synergies between our companies. We're now leveraging the strength of our dealer-based service network with TGCS, managed and client services, to expand beyond retail solutions into enterprise print deployments for a number of vertical markets. It's a great opportunity. And it's an important part of our future growth together. And so, our Elevate digital platform is another important part of our growth together for print and commerce. And customers today are much smarter than ever before, and they want smart custom solutions. And Elevate does that and much more. So we encourage you to learn all you can about this exciting new technology. So again, while print in the office is in decline, it surely doesn't mean our businesses are. All it means is that we must continue to become the company people think of for together information. And information is our domain. And we intend to be the customer's first choice to manage that information, print, screen, or digital. And together means in collaboration with our customers, listening to their needs, and in collaboration with TGCS, and in collaboration with you, our valued partners. Now, you can tell a lot about a company by the company it keeps. we're proud to collaborate with you, AEG, Lexmark, and all of our partners. Good partners add to each other's capabilities. They raise expectations. They make magic happen. And that's exactly our purpose here at LEAD 2017. Now on Thursday, it's our privilege to host Toshiba's 5th End User Conference. 500 plus current and potential customers from around the country will join us to hear about our newest products and solutions. And they'll offer us all opportunities to learn, to engage, to act and deliver. And we look forward to it. Now, around the turn of the 20th century, there was a visionary architect by the name of Daniel Burnham. And he imagined an America with a well-planned city structure instead of the chaotic population centers that sprang up during our country's westward expansion. He inspired ideas about urban planning that became known as the City Beautiful movement, hence Orlando's model. And today, as we at Toshiba help invent the future, Burnham's advice to his followers is as relevant as it was in 1893. Burnham wrote, "Make no little plans. They have no magic to stir men's blood. Make big plans, remembering that a noble, logical diagram, once recorded, will never die. But long after we're gone, will be a living thing, asserting itself with ever-growing consistency." Now we have very ambitious plans for our growth together. So please, keep your expectations of Toshiba high. Think big, knowing that you have the support of a company determined to lead. Now enjoy your time here in the City Beautiful, and I look forward to the opportunity to chat with you in person over the next few days. Thank you very much.